Breaking news, 120 additional SA lawsuits to be filed against Sean Diddy Combs. Allegedly, lawyers of dozens of new accusers allege that some assaults took place at Combs' infamous white parties and involved victims as young as 9 and 14. We have to talk about this. This is breaking news. It just happened. I'm telling you guys, I'm keeping you guys updated with everything going on. I just wanted to say before I read this, this is all over the Washington Post, People Magazine, Billboard. Every outlet is reporting on this. I, of course, have to say it's all alleged, but I also want to put out a disclaimer saying that please, if you have any type of history with SA, I'm just telling you right now that this is very, very triggering, and I really do apologize. But we're going to read the article from the Washington Post. Let's just read this together. It says, a team of lawyers announced Tuesday that it would be filing more than 100 SA lawsuits against Sean Combs, a massive legal action that appears to have a few, if any, precedents in the #MeToo era. The lawsuits would exponentially increase the number of SA accusations against the embattled music producer, commonly known by its stage name Diddy. The biggest secret is the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world, said Tony Busby, one of the lead attorneys at a Houston news conference. The wall of silence has now been broken. Plaintiffs will also be represented by Andrew Van Arsdale, who previously represented hundreds of victims in SA lawsuit against the Boy Scouts of America. He called the forthcoming filings unprecedented in scope in an interview with the Washington Post. Van Arsdale said Combs' alleged victims include a roughly equal number of men and women who range in age from 9 to 38 at the time of the alleged attacks. The alleged assaults span a 20-year period in the 2000s and 2010s, when Combs was at the height of his celebrity. The victims felt compelled to come forward after Combs was arrested and denied bond last month. Van Arsdale said, explaining that the criminal charges validated their experiences after many victims spent years blaming themselves. Van Arsdale said 120 individual lawsuits will be filed in New York, California, and Florida beginning within the next month. Erica Wolf, an attorney for Combs, denied the allegations in a statement Tuesday. Quote, as Mr. Combs' legal team has emphasized, he cannot address every meritless allegation in what has become a reckless media circus. That said, Mr. Combs empathetically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he SA'd anyone, including minors. He looks forward to proving his innocence and vindicating himself in court, where the truth will be established based on evidence, not speculation. The alleged assault happened in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, as well as LA and Miami. Busby said at the news conference, they took place at well-known venues, hotels, and private residencies, including holiday parties and album release celebrations. Assaults were also alleged to have occurred at auditions and Combs' famous and well-attended white parties. Quote, the day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names, Busby said at the news conference. The names that we're going to name, assuming our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you, he added. I'm talking here, and not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders that is those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are. According to Busby, more than half of the alleged victims reported their assault to police or at a hospital. Toxicology reports found that some of the alleged victims had horse tranquilizers in their system. He said Combs and his associates allegedly will also be accused in these lawsuits of threatening victims to stay silent and doling out $10,000 hush money payments, allegedly. Most of the alleged victims are African American and nearly a third are white. BuzzFeed said of the 120 alleged victims, 25 were allegedly minors at the time of the alleged assaults. Some of the alleged victims have been in contact with the FBI, he said. Combs, who has generally denied all accusations against him, has previously been sued for SA nearly a dozen times by women and men, and has been held without bond in Brooklyn jail since he was arrested last month of federal charges and SEX traffic lights, if you know what I mean, and racketeering. BuzzFeed and Van Arsdale law firms called for potential victims to come forward after the arrest. Over 10 days, they received more than 3,000 responses, said Van Arsdale. The team of lawyers narrowed the number to more than 100 cases they were able to corroborate and considered credible. On top of violent SA and abuse, lawyers said they also plan to accuse facilitating SEX with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, dissemination of video recordings, and SA of minors. Van Arsdale told the Washington Post that he was struck by the similarities in the accusations. Many of the alleged victims were trying to break into the music industry when they received an invitation to an event hosted by Combs, he said. He said that the lawsuits will name a number of co-defendants, including members of Combs' family, record labels, event venues, and other partygoers. While attorneys didn't share details about the alleged associates during the news conference, Van Arsdale told the Post that they include household names. BuzzFeed told reporters that he planned to pursue anyone who participated in any way in the alleged assaults, including anyone who happened to be present at the time and did nothing to report it or to stop it. Many of the SA lawsuits filed against Combs within the past year contain details of alleged traffic lights, often at parties. These accusations of physical and sexual attacks go back as far as the early 1990s to nearly the present day. Notable accusers include two of Combs' former artists, Cassandra Ventura, who goes by the name Cassie, and Don Richard, as well as producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who worked on Combs' most recent record, The Love Album. Several of Combs' alleged victims accused Combs of wielding his wealth, influence, and power in the music industry to traffic them and coerce them into SA. The Grammy-winning artist and producer, who has rapped under the stage name Puff Daddy and P. Diddy, has also been accused of filming the alleged SAs and using them to silence the victims. Everywhere you look, this is being reported. I've said it plenty of times, but this is all, of course, alleged. Diddy's attorneys have denied all of these claims, but you know what? I feel like this is just insane. And to think of minors in that way, I just pray to God that justice is served. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I will always keep you guys updated with everything going on with Diddy. So make sure you are subscribed. And, you know, if you are an SA victim, I just want to say that I love you, that you are strong, that you don't deserve this trauma that was placed on you, and that you deserve a second chance of being happy. And I pray that you know your worth. So may justice do its thing, and may God bless us all. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.